Difficult to choose a scene out of so many, 13 Hours of Claudius. One scene that does stay with me, for some of the wrong reasons actually, is a scene with John Hurt, who played Caligula. A scene where Caligula has become a god and he calls Claudius to come and see him. Claudius doesn't know why he's there, but Caligula wants him to divine that he has become godlike, which Claudius cleverly and very surprisingly does by the end of the scene. It's a scene that we could never get through without laughing, in rehearsal and in playing. And I'm sure if I were to watch it now, I'd laugh again. But it was lovely to work with John in that scene. And it also shows, I think, a lot of the style of the piece, the combination in the writing of the comic and the serious, and the way Herbie Wise uses cameras to such wonderful advantage.
Hail, Caesar. What a joy to see you alive and to hear your voice again. And I hope that you're better.
I've never really been ill.
Oh, really?
No. I've been undergoing a metamorphosis.
Was it painful?
It was like a birth in which the mother delivers herself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that must have been painful. May I inquire, what is the character of this glorious change which has come over you?
Isn't it obvious?
You've become a god! Oh, my God. Oh, let me worship you. Oh, how could I have been so blind?
Well, I am still in mortal disguise. That wouldn't help you.
Oh, no, I should have seen it at once. Your face shines, even in this light, like a lamp.
Does it?
Oh.
Get up and give me that mirror. Oh, it is bright, isn't it?
I could read by it.
I always knew that this would happen. I always knew that I was divine. Oh, think of it. When I was 2, I put down a mutiny in my father's army and so saved Rome. Well, that was prodigious.
It's like the stories they tell of Hercules as a child, or Hercules who strangled snakes in his cradle.
Exactly. Only Mercury only stole a few oxen, whereas by the age of 10, I'd already killed my father. Oh, you didn't know that, did you?
No. Divinity.
Well, even Jove didn't do that. He merely banished the old man.
Why, if you don't mind my asking, did you do that?
Well, he stood in my way. Me, a young god, he tried to discipline me. So I frightened him to death in Antioch.
So it was you who did all that? It's incredible.
Oh, no, not at all. Not for a god, it was very simple. And not only did I kill my natural father, I also killed my adopted father, Tiberius. And Jove never did that.
No, I've never read that he did that.
You see, and you're a very well-read man. And whereas Jove only slept with one of his sisters, I slept with all 3 of mine. All 3 have admitted a god into their beds. Martina told me that it was the right thing for a god to do.
Oh, you knew Martina well.
Oh, yes, very well. A very wise woman. When my parents were in Egypt, I used to visit her every day, and she taught me the whole history of the gods, especially the Greek ones. And she said that I was more like Zeus than Jove, that Jove was just a pale Roman copy of Zeus. Zeus married his sister, didn't he?
Yes.
What was her name?
Hera.
Hera, that's it. And she became pregnant by him.
No, that was Metis. And fearing that the child would become stronger than himself and rule the heavens, he took the child from her body and swallowed it whole. And Athena sprang from his head.
Yes, something like that. I never used to believe that sort of story, but of course now I can see that they're true. Well, now you understand why I have always been divine. And Drusilla is divine, too. I shall announce it at the same time that I announce my own divinity.
Oh, this is the most glorious hour of my life. Will you allow me to retire and sacrifice to you at once? The divine air you exhale is too strong for me. I'm fainting divinity.
Go in peace. I was thinking of killing you, but I've changed my mind. Send Drusilla to me.
I particularly like playing the scenes that show the domestic side of running the Roman Empire. And Jack wrote quite a lot of those, and I particularly liked playing the scene with Patsy Byrne, who plays Martina, who is another poisoner. And the two women sit there like two housewives comparing recipes.
And what other poisons do you use? Have you ever tried aconite, for instance?
Aconite? Now, what's that?
Well, the roots look very like horseradish, but it'll do more than clear your head if you eat it.
Oh, yes, bless you, lady. I know the one you mean. You mean wolf's bane. Well, that's what we call it. It came originally from India.
Yeah, I never knew that.
I bet you didn't know its antidote either.
Morphine?
You have made a study of it. Of course, I don't worry too much about antidotes.
Oh, well, you never know. Sometimes some fool of a slave will get the bowls mixed up.
I can see you've read a lot. It's a pity in a way you don't get a chance to practice. You'll be very good.
Thank you. Tell me now, what do you use on my grandson Germanicus?
Ah, belladonna.
Ah, that accounts for the red rash.
It nearly always leaves that mark. That's why I didn't want to use it. But Plancina insisted. I warned her, but she'd been told by know-it-alls how tasteless it was. You know what people are like.
Amateurs. But you used witchcraft as well.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. All I did was arrange some apparitions. Your grandson was more superstitious than any man living. I just frightened him to death. If a man believes he's going to die, he'll die a lot quicker than if he doesn't.
How did you gain access to that house?
You remember when Germanicus went to Egypt? He took Agrippina with him, but left little Caligula behind as a punishment.
What for?
Oh, that child was never out of mischief. You know, he hated his father. They fought like cat and dog. See, you told me how superstitious his father was. Well, they left him in the care of a tutor, a Greek, whom I knew. He took the child for walks all over the city, and each day he brought him to see me. Oh, that child's a strange one. He told me once he was born a god. And such was the conviction with which he said it, I believed him, and I said I did. It was then I suggested that he played the death game. I said a god should be able to frighten a man to death. And he shouted, "Tell me how, and I'll show you." So I told him.
Are you telling me that that child was responsible for poisoning his own father?
Shocking, isn't it?
He said a god is a monster.
You try telling him. Hey,
What's the matter?
I don't know. I've got a pain.
Oh, come. It's wind, that's all. I have it all the time. Do you seriously think if I wanted to dispose of you, I'd stoop to doing it myself?
What What's going to happen to me?
I don't know. I'll do the best I can for you. It's lucky for you that my agents found you before my sons did. If they hadn't, you wouldn't be sitting here complaining about wind, I can tell you.
This is one of my favorite scenes. I have several, actually, but this is one of them. And it concerns Claudius and Sejanus. As Sejanus tries to persuade Claudius to marry his sister. And the result of this scene is such that Claudius comes in at the beginning of the scene through one door as married to his present wife and leaves by the other door about 2 minutes later, having practically divorced his first wife and married another wife, Sejanus' sister. And this is both written and performed, in my view, so brilliantly that I just love that scene, and I think it's very, very funny. And all I did is I trusted my actors. I followed them with one camera, without cutting, right through the scene, and to me it works marvelously.
Claudius, my dear fellow, how nice to see you.
I was on my way to see Castle. I'm told he's very bad.
Yes, but he'll recover, I'm sure. Your sister is taking such good care of him. Actually, I wanted to have a word with you.
What about?
This may seem an odd question to put to a husband, but did you know your wife was pregnant?
No, I didn't. How do you know?
I know.
Well, it's nothing to do with me. We haven't even spoken for a long time.
You'll have to divorce her now.
What for?
Well, you can't be married to a woman who's going to bear someone else's child. What an eccentric fellow you are. Your uncle will expect you to divorce her.
Oh, of course I'll divorce her.
Whom will you marry?
Harry, I'm just getting divorced.
Yes, but you won't want to live alone, will you?
Well, I was living alone all the time I was married.
Well, then it doesn't matter whether you marry or not.
I'd rather not.
Nonsense. I have just the woman for you. She's beautiful. Independent. She'll leave you alone as much as you like.
Who is she?
My sister. Alia.
She wouldn't want to marry a thick fool like me.
Oh, she wouldn't mind. Besides, you're the Emperor's nephew. That's a good alliance for my family. And on your side, you'll be my brother-in-law. I've spoken to the Emperor. He's given his consent.
Oh, in that case, anything you say, Sir Janus.
Good. Well, that's settled then.
Very decent of you, Sir Janus. Thanks a lot.
Another of my favorite scenes is the death of Augustus. It's a triumph of acting over anything else, really. There's no trickery in the camera. It's all absolutely down to the actor. And as you will see, the camera does not move away from him until he is absolutely and well dead. And you can actually see the light go out of his eyes.
Are you feeling better? There's a delegation here from Rome. They're waiting to see you. Well, you're a fine one. You made yourself worse with all those figs. I never heard anything so ridiculous. I only came on this journey to look after you. And you won't let me or anyone else cook for you. It's very embarrassing, you know. People might think we were trying to poison you. I sent for Tiberius. Fortunately, he wasn't too far away. He'll be here soon. Well, I thought you might want to see him. And he'll do everything that has to be done. Hasn't he always? Of course, you two haven't always seen eye to eye. But that hasn't been entirely his fault. You know that, don't you? You were always inclined to favor one over the other. I've often spoken to you about it. You made fish of one and fowl of the other so often that no one knew where he was or what he was. You should have listened to me more. You should have. You know that, don't you? I've been right more often than you have, you know. But because I was a woman, you pushed me into the background. Oh, yes. Yes, you did. And all I ever wanted was for you and for Rome. Nothing I ever did was for myself. Nothing. Only for you and for Rome. As a Claudian should. Oh, yes, my dear. I'm a Claudian. I think you are apt to forget that at times. But I never did. No. Never. No.
How is he?
I suppose, really, I loved doing every scene that I did in this particular episode of I, Claudius. But if I was going to pick one particular one, I'd have to pick the one where Octavia has told him, they've had a big row and told him to get out, and she's locked the door. So he goes to see his mother, and he finds that his mother is consorting with someone who he dislikes enormously in the bedroom, that gets rid of him. And then, like a petulant child, he tells his mother of his predicament, that he can't get his rocks off with his wife. And his mother, alarmingly, offers herself. So, take a look at this.
What is the matter with you?
Nothing.
Then why aren't you in bed? Where is Octavia?
She's locked herself in her bedroom. She won't let me in.
Did you quarrel?
Yes.
Well, why can't you sleep alone?
I don't feel like it. I feel... Oh, I don't know. She won't lock me out when I'm emperor. She won't tell me what to do. No one will. I shall do as I please.
It was very naughty of Octavia to lock you out. Very naughty. But she's only a child. She doesn't understand how you feel. Would you like me to find a pretty house girl for you? Shall I find one? Send her to you?
Is that man your lover?
No, of course not.
I don't like him. He's no business in your bedroom. I won't allow it when I'm emperor.
I won't see him here again. Oh, my poor baby. fair, is it? Lock you out of your room. And you, the Emperor-elect. Then, she's only your wife. She doesn't feel for you as a mother would. The mother knows how her baby feels. Yes. She wouldn't let him be unhappy. No. No. Never. Never. Oh. Oh, I'm so sleepy.
In this scene, Tiberius has been banished to Rhodes by Augustus. He has his soothsayer with him, played by Kevin Stoney, excellently. And he is waiting for news from Rome to call him home. And he looks at the astrological charts to see when he might be called home. But now in this scene, he's looking actually at the soothsayer's chart because he's fed up with Rhodes. And then the news comes that his nephew, Lucius, has been killed. And he reacts in a very typical Tiberius way. I love the scene. I hope you like it too.
Excellency, there's a ship in the harbor.
I know, I've seen it.
I believe it comes from Rome. I'm sure it will bring important letters for you. In fact, I thought they might already have arrived before I got here.
No, Thrasyllus, nothing has arrived.
What do you see in your horoscope? It must be good news.
I'm not looking at my horoscope, Thrasyllus. I'm looking at yours.
At mine? You must be joking. If there's good news on that boat, you'll find it in your horoscope, not in mine.
Mine has been so indecisive lately, I thought it would make more sense if I examined yours.
But why? What could that possibly tell you?
Let me put it this way. I decided this morning that if nothing pleasing came off that boat, I would have you thrown down the face of the cliff into the bay.
That's very funny. Very funny. What exactly does it say? Can you see anything?
Oh, yes, it's very clear. It confirms my worst fears for your safety. Extraordinary how accurate these things are, isn't it? Who would have thought that I could have made a decision about you this morning and seen it clearly reflected in the chart this afternoon?
Perhaps you've cast it wrong.
Not as wrong as you've been casting mine.
Excellency, there's news coming from that boat. I'm sure of it. Didn't you see the eagle perched on your roof this morning?
There are no eagles in Rhodes.
Exactly! Yet why was it there? The whole town was pointing at it. It could mean only one thing. Good news.
Alas, but not for you. Centaur?
Excellency, let me look at the chart. A man's destiny is not so easily read, believe me.
Yours is. I wrote it myself this morning. Centaur, escort my friend down the cliff path. And take care. I have a terrible feeling he may slip. His stars speak of nothing but disasters.
Yes, Master. An Imperial courier has arrived with dispatches.
Show him out. My friend can wait a while.
You see, Excellency, a horoscope, like the heart of a man, is not so easy to read.
Let's see what the dispatches say, shall we? Your prophecies haven't inspired much confidence lately.
Imperial dispatch from Augustus Caesar for the noble Tiberius Claudius Nero.
Lucius is dead. I am to return to Rome.
Dead.
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 All Rome is drowned in grief.
Well, of course now. It's only natural. What happened?
It was terrible. A boating accident.
Boating accident! Where?
In Marseille. He was on his way to Spain, he and his friend.
His friend?
Caius Plautius Silvanus. They were traveling together. They were waiting for the boat to take them to Spain. And while they waited, they went out fishing.
Fishing?
I don't understand. Why are you laughing?
Oh, it's nervous laughter. Go on with your story. Well, go on.
The boat overturned.
Overturned?
Yes. Shall I go on? Plautius behaved like a hero. He swam for 2 miles, holding on to his friend in a desperate effort to save him. But when he got to the shore, his friend was dead, and he himself in a state of total exhaustion.
What a terrible thing. Gaius and Lucius, within 18 months, and their mother banished in between. You know, that family is beginning to resemble a Greek tragedy. Is your ship returning to Rome?
Yes, sir. Tomorrow.
We'll join it. You may go now. Curious the fates are. My exile ended, and you predicted it. Brave Thrasylus. I never lost faith in you.
This is a scene that I like for a couple of reasons. One, because I think it's a brilliant example of the writing with Jack Pullman, who's, I think, an absolute master, of how he understood the subtleties and difficulties of this particular story. Secondly, it's a very good example, I think, of the character Caligula and how you could, if you say the wrong thing, you could find your life in jeopardy very, very easily. And it demonstrates that kind of childlike quality that can be so dangerous. And it's a scene with Lentulus, who has been praying for me.
Recovery is a miracle.
But you prayed for it, Lentulus.
Night and day. But our prayers are not always heard.
Yes, but yours were very special, so I understand. You offered your life to the gods in the place of mine. That was extremely noble.
That's true. I did.
And what are you going to do about it?
Do about it? What do you mean?
Well, I'm still here, and so are you. But we oughtn't both to be here. Should we not give the gods the things that we promised them? You're in danger of the crime of perjury, Lentulus. Think about it. But not too long. The gods won't wait forever. Of that I can assure you. I know them only too well. And now we will walk through the marketplace and the forum and show ourselves to the people of Rome. Still coughing, I see. We shall have to do something about that. You haven't forgotten my statues, have you?
Certainly not.
My favourite scene in I, Claudius is in episode 3. It's a marvellous scene in which I kind of interrogate about 20 senators. I accuse them of having slept with my daughter. And I go along this row of people. Brilliant camera work. It's a terrifying scene because you there see the full power of Caesar at work. And you know that every one of those senators who slept with his daughter, at the end of it all, though it is comical in a strange way, tragicomical, they're all going to die horribly. And it's an absolutely terrifying scene.
You? Laelius Sextus Balbus? Is it true? Have you slept with my daughter?
Caesar, I...
Answer the question.
Yes, Caesar.
And you? Marcus Volusius Saturnius? Have you slept with my daughter?
Caesar...
Just answer the question.
Yes, Caesar.
And you? Have you? And you? Publius Nobanus Flaccus?
Once, Caesar.
Ah, only once. That's all.
Not slept, Caesar.
Not slept? You mean it happened standing up, perhaps? Or in the street, or on a bench? Not slept?
Is there anyone in Rome who has not slept with my daughter? Take them out! I'll decide what to do with them later!
No! I'm all right. This must have been hard for you. Terrible. It's a wonderful thing you've done coming to me like this. I'm proud of you.
Banish her for life. Don't tell me where she's gone. Don't ever mention her name. But let her be all alone until she dies. She's not fit for human company.
I particularly like the scene you're about to see because I think it's very funny. Derek Jacobi is a wonderful person to act any scene with, but particularly comedy.
Miss Lavilla's writing.
Read them!
What?
They poisoned Castor. Both of them. Apicata was right. With his help, my daughter murdered her husband. She reminds him of it. There. And now she urges him to waste no more time, but assassinate Tiberius and take over the state. It'll be easy, she says. Every guard owes allegiance to him.
What are these?
Oh, isn't it obvious? Drafts of the letter she wrote him. Oh, I can see how difficult it would be to write. How she crawls and grovels to him.
How did you find them?
A slave was clearing out her room. He was taking it all to the furnace. Perfectly good paper, most of it. Hardly written on. Oh, I thank the gods for my habits of thrift. Oh, he's wicked, but she's worse. She is monstrous, monstrous, and I gave her birth. She's poisoning Helen.
Oh, Mother.
She's poisoning her, I tell you. Slowly, bit by bit, she is poisoning her. She is obsessed with that man, and she will stop at nothing to get him.
Well, what shall we do?
Tiberius must be told.
Do you want people to know that your own daughter... Anyway, nobody sees Tiberius or writes to him without going through Sejanus.
What's that thing you're writing?
Thing? What do you mean by history of Carthage?
Yes. Is it finished?
Yes. I was having it copied. I just brought one copy home. Would you like to read it?
No, I tell you what you must do. You must go to Sejanus and ask permission to visit Tiberius at Capri. Tell him you want to ask Tiberius' consent to dedicate the work to him. Sejanus will allow it, I'm sure. He's nothing but contempt for you anyway. He'll suspect nothing.
Oh, thank you.
Those pieces of paper must be pasted in a scroll together with a letter of mine, and you will tell Tiberius to open that one first.
Well, I suppose I could, but I didn't want to give him this copy. It's got elephants drawn all over it.